shakalaka, Bitcoin finding support on the 200 weekly moving average, starting a recovery similar to post-COVID as stablecoins are being deployed back into cryptos. What this means for you, stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at Bitcoin starting a recovery similar to post-COVID, why this could be exceptionally huge. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Push the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Now, today, Fear 30, right around where we've been for the past week. The overall market sideways today. Bitcoin at 22,852, Ethereum at 1,621, BNB at 300, XRP 37 cents, Cardano 50 cents, Solana $39, and Polkadot surpassing Dogecoin at $8.05. And if you want the top coins today based on artificial intelligence and machine learning, they would be Quant, Euclid Coin, Civic, Power Ledger, and Kusama. And you can check out Tokenmetrics for yourself. There is a 1-week free trial down in the description. Now, Bitcoin has just been following this nice gentle uptrend that we've been in. However, over the past week, we broke above this yellow line, the 200 weekly moving average, and it appears as though we were finding support on that line, which could be very, very good for Bitcoin. Now, big news recently, Arthur Hayes here saying bad is good. Prices paid points to a rapidly slowing U.S. economy. It's time for the Powell pivot Yahtzee. We can see here, this is the same thing, taking a look at the ISM manufacturing, new orders minus inventories. The last 4 times the spread between the new orders and inventories in the ISM manufacturing index was this negative, the US was already in a recession. The 2001, 1990, and 1981 recessions never had readings this low. So what is going on there? And I think potentially we have kind of overblown this whole recession thing. Potentially, we could see what he calls the Powell pivot and a complete return to normal, sending prices much, much higher, similar to what we saw post-COVID. Trader Tardigrade saying, shooting star candlestick pattern at a resistance in U.S. bonds 5-year chart. Historically, the yield retracing down this resistance runs a decent bull run in Bitcoin. Yield is going to drop. Bitcoin is going to rise. You can see that when the yield reaches this trend line right here, where we reached back here in 2011, here in 2019, and also right now where it seems like we're reaching once again. Well, those were the shooting star candle, monthly candles, and right after them, Bitcoin took a massive bull run. If we take a look at the Bitcoin Gaussian channel, thanks to Washin Guerrera, he shared this a month ago, time for an update. When the Gaussian channel flipped to red for Bitcoin to bottom, it took 4 weeks in 2015, 6 weeks in 2018, and it appears like 5 weeks in 2022. Each time RSI exited the oversold territory, potentially massively huge for Bitcoin. Each time this signaled a bottom. If we take a look at the Puell multiple 7-day SMA has exited the green zone. All these indicators exiting now, basically confirming the bottom is already in, saying that now is the beginning, the bottom, before Bitcoin takes off. If we take a look at the 12-month Williams %R oscillator, it flashed in May 2022. Historically, it has only flashed at bottoms. Typically, Bitcoin stays oversold for an average of 8 months with a max drawdown of negative 53% after signal occurs. Current drawdown is around negative 44%, accumulation mode. And if we take a look, but this time is different. I love it. Anytime anybody says, but this time is different, it's crazy because Bitcoin just repeats itself over and over and over and over again, until everybody expects it to do that, and then it won't. But if we take a look at extreme network capitulation, we can see we are in the same extreme network capitulation that we were in back in 2019 and also 2015. And I gotta say, now feels very, very similar. Nobody gives a crap about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. People are like, altcoins, why would I even care right now? I'm not interested. Forget it. It's never coming back. And that is maximum accumulation territory. If we take a look at here, recently, not only Bitcoin closed above the 200 weekly moving average, it also closed above the 1.618 fib ratio line. And every time this happened in the past, Bitcoin reached at least the SMA line, currently at $30,000. We can see when this happened previously, it reached that line. Happened back here in 2020, also happened here in 2019. And simultaneously, we have stablecoins being deployed back into cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin and stablecoins move in opposite directions because people just trade back and forth between them. When Bitcoin price is going down, they go into stablecoins. When Bitcoin price is going back up, they go back into Bitcoin. But What this means is that with the money coming back from the sidelines, the current move up might be bigger than most investors believe. As all these stablecoins come back into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it could send the price parabolically. How parabolically? Well, to begin with, we see Bitcoin starting a recovery similar to post-COVID. So this is post-COVID, and we have the 1 week MA300 rebound right there, which we had this trend line following down to that level, plus we had the 0.786 fib rejection and the crossing. Well, after that, we had this nice gentle uptrend before Bitcoin really took off, this black line. When we transplanted over to where we are now, we have all the same indicators, the 0.786 fib rejection, the 1 week MA300 rebound, and also breaking above the MA on the 1 week RSI. All of these things, guess what would happen? This could put Bitcoin close to $40,000 in the short term by at least the end of this year, because we see, what if Bitcoin is repeating something similar on a smaller version to something we've seen before? How about that COVID crash we were just talking about right here? Could Bitcoin actually be repeating this? If we see we had this nice little two hump structure before a wick below the trend line, well, we have a much larger two hump structure before a wick below that trend line, which could send Bitcoin even higher. Right now, we have peak network capitulation. If you're still thinking Bitcoin is going down, yes, a lot of people are thinking Bitcoin is going to go down and they're going to buy at a discount at $17,000. But the chance may no longer come around. That chance was back here when we had peak capitulation, when Celsius was being destroyed and everybody thought Bitcoin was going to $10,000 or $11,000 or $14,000, and basically FTX was chasing down Bitcoin to try and liquidate Celsius. That most likely was the last opportunity to buy Bitcoin at a crash, or at a low price, because as we can see here, capitulation's already over. We already saw the capitulation that we see at peak capitulation events is already over. And what we have now is the parabolic up move that Bitcoin has been waiting for. What if Bitcoin repeats the move like that a decade ago? We saw in 2012, we saw stepwise downward movement. Then we saw a little bit of an uptrend, which we're seeing right now that Bitcoin's in. Little bit of an uptrend we talked about at the beginning. Well, what happened right after that? Boom, parabolic up move as stablecoins get deployed back into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. We had stepwise down move. We have a little bit of an uptrend before, boom, Bitcoin takes off. And we can also see here, stock owning lizards, Bitcoin reversal, reloaded. We can see the same type of thing that happened in 2019, where once we found a bottom, guess what? We just took this parabolic up move. Well, once we saw the bottom, guess what? Parabolic up move. This is the beginning. You don't want to miss this. So that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.